You have just finished your burger. The wrapper is balled up on the plastic tray next to an empty cup of soda and a few stray French fries. It took you exactly 6 minutes to eat. You pull out your phone, intending to sit for a while, scroll through your feed, and relax. But almost immediately, you feel a subtle shift in your body. Your lower back feels slightly stiff. The seat beneath you feels cold and unyielding. The room feels strangely loud, and the bright overhead lights seem to press down on your eyes. Within 15 minutes, you feel an overwhelming urge to stand up, throw your tray into the trash bin, and walk out the door. You might think you made this decision because you are busy or because the restaurant is cheap. But in reality, you did not choose to leave. You were gently, systematically escorted out of the building by the furniture. In the world of restaurant design, there is a professional, semi-secret term for this: the 15-minute chair. It describes a piece of furniture engineered with a very specific, cynical balance, comfortable enough that you don't mind sitting down to eat your food, but uncomfortable enough that you will feel a physical urge to stand up the moment your last fry is gone. This is not a modern marketing conspiracy. It is a design philosophy with a long history. In 1931, a renowned industrial designer named John Vassos was hired to design the interior of the Rismont restaurant and tea room on Broadway in New York City. The restaurant was located in a high-traffic, high-rent district, and its survival depended on speed. Vassos realized that if customers lingered over their tea, the business would collapse. So, Vassos designed the furniture to be slightly uncomfortable for long periods. He built chairs with triangular-shaped seats and paired them with tables that were deliberately cramped. Vassos himself described his creations with clinical honesty, writing that the chairs were comfortable if one doesn't sit too long on them. It worked. Customers ate, drank, and left, allowing a constant stream of new paying guests to take their places. Today, this philosophy is driven by a core metric of the hospitality industry, RevPASH, or Revenue per Available Seat Hour. Developed by business theorists at Cornell University, RevPASH measures how much money a single chair generates every 60 minutes. In a fine dining restaurant, the goal is to make you stay. The longer you sit in a plush, upholstered booth, the more wine you order, and the higher your ticket size. The chair is designed to make you forget the outside world. But in a fast food restaurant, the profit margins on individual burgers are razor thin. The business model relies entirely on volume and speed. A seat is not a piece of furniture. It is a monetized parking slot for your body. If you sit in that slot for an hour after buying a $3 coffee, you are actively costing the store money. To maximize RevPASH, the store needs to clear your slot as quickly as possible. And they achieve this through a series of subtle ergonomic adjustments. First, look at the angle of the backrest. An office chair or a comfortable dining chair is designed with a slight recline, usually between 100 and 110 degrees, which allows your torso to open up and relieves pressure on your lumbar spine. But in a fast food booth, the backrest is often set at a strict, upright 90-degree angle. Initially, this feels normal. It positions you perfectly for leaning forward to eat. But after 15 minutes, sitting vertically without proper lumbar support begins to fatigue the muscles in your lower back. Your body has to actively work to keep you upright. Second, look at the depth of the seat. Fast food chairs are designed with a shallow seat pan. This prevents you from slouching or shifting your weight backward to find a more relaxed posture. This rigid posture was epitomized by the iconic Eames shell chair, the molded plastic and fiberglass chair designed by Charles and Ray Eames that became a staple of schools and fast food chains in the mid-20th century. While celebrated as a masterpiece of industrial design, the shell chair is monolithic. It is shaped to hold your body in one and only one position. Because you cannot adjust your hips or shift your weight, your joints and muscles experience static fatigue far faster than they would on a standard chair. To make sure you don't relax, the designers also strip the chairs of armrests. In ergonomics, armrests are a biological signal to the nervous system that it is safe to relax. Supporting the weight of your arms unburdens your shoulders and spine, allowing your torso to sink into the seat. By removing armrests, fast food chairs maintain a low-level state of muscular tension in your upper body, keeping you in an active, transit-ready posture. But the chairs are only one part of a larger, coordinated sensory system. Look around the dining room. You will notice an absolute absence of soft materials. There are no carpets, no heavy drapes, no upholstered cushions, and no fabric wall panels. Instead, the room is constructed entirely from hard, non-porous surfaces, ceramic tiles, stainless steel, laminate tables, and hard plastic. While these materials are chosen because they are cheap to install and easy to clean, they also have a massive impact on the room's acoustics. Hard surfaces reflect sound waves instead of absorbing them. This turns the dining room into a giant echo chamber. The clatter of trays, the hiss of the soda machine, the hum of the fryers, and the voices of other customers are bounced back into the space. This high ambient noise level increases your physiological arousal, raising your heart rate and triggering a mild subconscious stress response. Some research suggests that in loud environments, our taste sensitivity decreases, causing us to eat faster without fully tasting the food. The noise also makes it difficult to have a relaxed conversation, discouraging groups from lingering at a table. To coordinate the speed of your body, the restaurant also controls the rhythm of the music. The background music is rarely slow or relaxing. Instead, chains play upbeat, high-tempo tracks, usually above 120 beats per minute. Research by behavioral scientists, including a study by Rabali and colleagues, found that fast tempo music causes people to chew and swallow significantly faster. Your biological rhythm subconsciously synchronizes with the beat. Meanwhile, the classic research by Ronald Milliman proved that music tempo directly controls how long you stay at the table. Fast music keeps you moving, helping you finish your meal sooner and vacate your seat. As you sit in your rigid chair, listening to the loud environment and the fast music, you might try to adjust your position, but you can't. The tables and chairs are often bolted directly to the floor. This anchored seating is frequently explained as a security measure to prevent theft or vandalism or to make it easier for staff to sweep the floors. But it also serves a psychological function. It strips you of spatial agency. Psychologists know that humans feel comfortable when they can colonize their microspace, shifting a chair a few inches to adjust their distance from the table, or sliding 2 tables together to create a cozy corner for friends. By bolting the furniture to the floor, the restaurant prevents you from establishing personal territory. You are forced to adapt your body to the room, rather than adapting the room to your body. This lack of control keeps your brain on low-level alert, preventing you from settling in. This strategy of active discomfort is the polar opposite of other retail environments. Consider Starbucks. Under Howard Schultz, Starbucks built its brand on the concept of the third place, a cozy transition zone between home and work. They invested in soft armchairs, warm lighting, wooden tables, and free Wi-Fi, encouraging you to sit for hours. Why? Because Starbucks sells high-margin $6 coffees. They want you to make the store your office, believing that the longer you stay, the more likely you are to buy a second drink or a pastry. However, even Starbucks has recently begun to shift. As mobile orders and delivery apps take over, the company has started removing power outlets and replacing comfortable armchairs with harder, upright wooden seats. They are quietly shifting from the third-place model back to the high-efficiency fast food model. Now consider IKEA. The founder of IKEA, Ingvar Kamprad, famously remarked that a hungry customer buys less. To solve this, IKEA placed its cheap cafeterias directly in the middle of their winding showroom maze. Unlike fast food chains, IKEA wants you to sit down in a comfortable chair, eat cheap Swedish meatballs, and relax. By providing a cozy, low-stress dining area, IKEA allows your brain to recover from the cognitive fatigue of shopping. Once your energy and willpower are restored, you stand up and spend another 2 hours buying furniture. The food is sold almost at a loss, but it acts as a battery charger for your credit card. Fasting food has no such secondary motive. Once you have purchased your meal, your value to the company is depleted. Even the packaging of the food serves as a visual countdown. Your meal is served in paper wraps and cardboard boxes, presented on a plastic tray. Unlike ceramic plates, which suggest a formal, permanent dining experience, disposable packaging signals that the food is temporary and portable. It is designed to be consumed quickly or folded up and thrown away. This packaging creates what we might call a logistical deadline. In most fast food restaurants, there are no waiters to clear your table. Instead, large trash cans with swinging doors are placed prominently near the exit. When you finish eating, you are left sitting in front of a tray of garbage. Psychologically, sitting at a clean table with empty plates can feel comfortable. Sitting in front of a pile of greasy wrappers and empty cups feels socially awkward and messy. The tray of trash acts as a physical timer, signaling that your transaction is complete. To resolve the discomfort, you are forced to stand up, carry your tray to the bin, and exit the building. The next time you sit in a fast food booth, pay attention to the angles of your body. Notice the coldness of the plastic seat, the echo of the room, the speed of the music, and the fixed position of the table. You are not just a customer eating lunch. You are a biological component moving through a highly engineered, high-speed transit machine. The room is not designed to make you feel at home. It is designed to make leaving the most comfortable thing you can do, and the wobbly plastic chair is just waiting for you to stand up. If you want to understand more about the hidden systems of daily life, subscribe, because next time we will enter the one room where you expect total peace, and look at how modern design has turned it into a biological battlefield.